Yes, hello, 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 hello. How are you? And how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Now, we are here. Yes, we are here to learn a bit on market analysis. Yes, I wanted to share with you on market analysis. Are we together? Yes. Now, on market analysis, what we need to understand is one. Okay, what we need to understand is one. I'm going to share my screen such that you will be able uh, to learn. Yes, what we are trying to share with you. Okay, so now uh, you look at this point. This is the market. Okay, this is the market, and we are on 1 week. You can see here we are on 1 week time frame. So what you need to focus at is one. Okay, what you need to focus at is one. Now look at this point. Now this is the highest level. This was the previous higher high. Are we clear? That was a previous higher high. That's why I constructed this line. Now this line is standing as our resistance. You get my point? It was resistance when the market was down here on support. Now you can be able to see that down here it is our support. So what we need to understand is one. We are waiting for this market to break this resistance. Now, after coming back, it will be testing the resistance, which is here. Now, this is the resistance. After breaking, this was the new higher high. You get my point? Now, to enter this coin, what you need to understand is one or two things. Now, the entry point is here. Okay, let me get what to use to write. Here is the entry point. Entry. Okay. Of course, already as usual here, your coach, we are trying to learn how to analyze market. Okay, on weekly time frame. Now, here where you are seeing our entry, and I'm going to name each and everything here, such as that you understand. Eh, let's go. Now, on this point is previous high here. Mm-hmm. Higher high. Okay. Then here it's review. I'm going to abbreviate. Then higher high. Previous higher high. You get my point. Now, uh, what you need to understand from here. Yes, what you need to understand from here at this point. Okay. We must look at the higher. Remember, down we have what we call support. Down we have support. Therefore, what do we need to look at? We need to look at, okay, where the market will turn back from. Now, from here, market went up to this level, okay, this level like this. Then from there, we went through the resistance. We passed through the resistance and we here on the high, which was, yes, we formed a new high. Now, after forming a new high, market had to come down and test. This is retest now where I used the word entry. This is market is retesting the resistance. And remember, it was resistance when the market was down. But since the market is above since the market is above the resistance, this is now working as the support. You get my point? So therefore, since your entry is here, now your target should be at this point on the previous high. There it is where your entry is, your target is. Now, for example, if you measure from here up to this level, it is 96%. Okay, 96%. But before going further, we need to look at um, the status of the market on daily time frame. Okay, this was week. Now we switch to daily. You get my point? Okay. Now on daily basis, we can look at this point where the market tested. Okay, we can look at this point. Let me put a tick here. Okay, let me get on a daily time frame, entry was at this point. Entry, entry, entry one. Okay, where you are seeing entry one after market crossing above the resistance. Now this is the crossing above resistance. So on here, on this point where I noted as entry one, the market was coming back to retrace, to retest. We call it retesting. The market was coming back to retest what we call resistance. And now, since the market was above the resistance, now the resistance changed to support. So the market now was coming back to test what we call support. Are we together, guys? Now, from there, your entry was to be here. Okay, your entry was to be at that point. Wouldn't have entered since if the market had crossed below here, below this what? Below this support, wouldn't have entered the market. But since we are still above, and here the market was testing again the resistance. Okay, that's why I told you if you had this point, now you would have entered at this point because market was coming back to retest. Are we clear, guys? So that is it. And now from there, yes, from there we switched forwards. After understanding how market looks like on 1 week, 1 day, okay, 1 week, 1 week. Okay, let me check. Someone is saying my screen is not visible. Okay, let me check here. But now it is showing I'm sharing screen. Why is it that someone is saying my screen is not visible? Let me check. Are you sure? Check on comment section and let me know. Is my screen on, guys? Okay. Let me check. I'm sharing screen. And here the laptop is showing me that I'm sharing screen. So I don't know why are you saying that you are not seeing my screen. Okay. So I think you need to check yourself there. I think I'll increase. Okay. Let me increase like this. Like this. Okay, now we can go at this point. Let's go with this. Now, from here, which was our entry number one, the market was retesting the resistance or what we call support, in that the market is now above the resistance. Resistance changes into support. You get my point? So when we change to 4 hours, when you go to 4 hours, I will show you the how to determine it. When you go to 4 hours, let's go to 4 hours. Yes, it is here. This is the chart for 4 hours. You can see chart for 4 hours is here, and you can be able to see the entry was at this point when the market was coming back to test. Yes, the market was coming back to test. First wait for it to load, and we can see here on entry number 2. Now, good. So on entry number 1 here, let me increase again. Entry number 1 here, you can see it was ranging market almost. Yes, it was ranging market. You can be able to see here it was ranging market, even though it was coming back to test the resistance. You get my point? It was coming back the resistance. Now, you would have confirmed at this point where the market failed to cross above the resistance, below resistance rather, here. The market was now coming back after breaking the resistance or after breaking the support, because we said this one before market breaks it, it was resistance. Now, after market going above it, it becomes support. Now, therefore, was coming back to test support. After testing support, now it was showing that market has power to keep above the resistance. Therefore, you would have entered at this point. Like I showed you here, entry number 1 was here at this point. Okay, now you can see after that point, now we can go behind. After taking profit, you wait for the market to come back. Then this was entry number 2 here at this point. This was entry number 2 here. Okay, since this one is entry number 2, the target should be previous high, whereby our previous high is at this point. You get my point here? This is your previous high. Hey, what are you? This is your previous high, and after entering at this point, now let me show you. Let me show you something here. Okay, now you can see that this line, this one, when we enlarge it, you can be able to check at this point. You can be able to check at this point here. Okay, you see, after breaking this line here, the market was consolidating, then until it tested this trend line. After testing the trend line, now it was time for this market to move up. So the entry was to be here. I'm showing you many options how you could enter this market. And like I told you before, that never always target the previous this resistance. Don't target is to take profit at that point, like here. No. Leave a space between your take profit and resistance. So now here I would have uh, decided to take 60%, okay, from my entry, because you never know, this market may fail to touch the previous high. Therefore, your take profit could be 60%. Okay, it's a matter of you keep following what we call market chart. Remember, we have downtrend, we have ranging market, we have uptrend. So the reason why we go back to check on one month, 1 week, is to see which trend are we in. Are we on? Are we testing the resistance? Are we testing the support, like that? That's why you go back and check. You get my point? So therefore, what we need to understand again, let's go to another coin. The coin is called GTO. Let's open it. GTO. Okay, this is our GTO. And oh no, let's go to 1 week. Okay, let's go to 1 week. Now 1 week looks like this. I'll first remove everything. Let me remove drawings. Now, on 1 week, good. On 1 week, you see now this one is our previous low. This is lower low on 1 week. This was high at this point. Higher high. You get my point? Now, this is a new another higher high. You get? So I think at this point we had what we call higher low. So you measure, put lines, put your lines on your high. This was first high, and another one is here, and we have a trend line down here. You get my point? Like this. Okay, now we go 1 day. From 1 week, 1 day. Let's go. Okay, we see how it looks like. Now you see? You see? It has been moving around this trend line. Okay, like I'm going to show you. It was moving like this, this, then this, then this. You get my point? From here, it went up to this point, then up, then down again. Then up, then down again, then up. You see? Okay? So, now, you would have considered this W. Okay, let me show you. Where? Okay. Now, you see here, we have what we call double bottom at this point. So, your entry could be at this point here. Entry here. Entry. Targeting the previous here, the previous high, which was here. What you may call it higher, rather lower high, because after forming higher high, it went down, then it came back. So put line. Let me show you. This was the target. After entering at this point here down, this was the target. So you do have entered this market and you take your 33%. Now, after analyzing such a coin, what you do, you go to your Royal Chu and set it on cycle. You set it on cycle. Okay? You set it on cycle. Such as that by the time this robot will keep buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling until we take our final profit at 33%. You just keep monitoring it, how far my take profit is at this level. Okay, you just keep monitoring it. So after reaching there, then you do what? You switch from cycle to one shot. You get my point? So that's how you can easily keep following your trades, which you want to put them on a cycle. Are we clear? So another one. Let's look another one. Yes, on 1 day. Okay. This is 1 day time frame. I think it is 1 day. Then 1 week. How is it looks like? It is an uptrend on 1 week. So I think on this we had to go to 4 hours. This was 4 hours. Okay, I think it was this one. Let me check. Okay, this one is what 4 hours. Now let's go to 1 week and see. On 1 week, let me remove drawings. 1 week, we can see that we have a new lower low. We have a new lower low here, not lower low. It is trying to change the character. Since we have lower low here, and this was the high here at this point, and again new higher high. But now since here it was higher low, higher low. Oh, sorry, higher low. Hey, where are you? My goodness. Higher low. Yes, that was our higher low. And we had higher high. You get my point? So therefore, since we are below higher low, it means this one is what? A new lower low. You can put line like this. Put your line like this. If we fail and we keep below this line, it means this will be our new lower low. Are we clear? Are you getting my point? Okay, are you getting my point? So that is it. So therefore, from here, we expect this market. Now, after forming this, it will do this, then this to form a new lower low. So you need to avoid such a coins. You need to look at how they are looking like on 1 week, 1 month, 1 day. So now this is 1 week. Let's go to 1 day. 1 day, it is sharp again. It is in downtrend in 1 day. You can see. You can see. Follow your drawings, okay? And you need to understand which trend, okay? You have to understand which trend. 4 hours, you can be able to say as well. It is also in what? In a downtrend. You get? So you can look at this. This is automatically down trend. You see? It is a downtrend. Okay? That is it, guys. That is it, guys. Hey, someone is saying what? Nothing is on screen. Are you sure? What about now? What about now? What are you seeing? I want to see your comment here. What are you seeing now? Is the screen now on? If I go to chat, are you seeing something on chat? Are you seeing something on chat? Because I've shared screen. I don't know whether it is network, but I've shared screen. Uh-huh. My God. Maybe let me close it and we use let me close it and we use Google Meet because I think there is something. Good. Mm, my God.